President Bongbong Marcos also discussed technology-related issues and digital transformation during his SONA. How will the DICT address these pressing concerns? Joining us now on the line is the ITC Secretary Ivan John Uy. Good morning, Secretary. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Ria.
All right, sir. First, we'd like to get your reaction to President Marcos's first SONA. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, he covered a lot of topics, and it's actually a very comprehensive presentation of what's the plans of his current administration. And I got a lot of instructions actually in many areas for the DICT to help the different agencies.
That's right. He did mention a number of issues that the DITC needs to prioritize. I believe he mentioned the digitalization of government records, of course, the issue with the national ID, and the, quote, broadband ng masa project. Could you briefly discuss with us how you intend to address these concerns, Secretary?
Well, they're all actually covered by the mandate of the Department of Information and Communications Technology. So, well, one is an area of connectivity, and that's a perennial issue that has been raised in the past and even now. So we need to push more connectivity all over the country in terms of better quality and better coverage. And of course, everybody's also asking for lower costs in terms of connectivity. There has been improvements already, especially on the fixed line speed and quality. But in terms of the wireless, meaning the mobile connectivity, I think we still have a lot of room for improvement. Additionally, we need to reach the far-flung areas of the country where many of the telcos actually hesitate to go because of cost and profitability issues. So we need to push. Government may have to come in order to provide those connectivity in those areas. And
right.
The second, go ahead.
Well, speaking of the president's call for connectivity, we know that Filipinos love to use the internet for better or for worse. We are one of the most active in the world in terms of social media. What else needs to be done to improve connectivity? As you were saying, government would need to step in. But how long do you think before far-flung areas do have better connectivity and everybody else feels a marked improvement in the internet?
In the past, the challenge has been the cost of laying out fixed lines like fiber optic, whether terrestrial or submarine cable, because these are very costly, and the infrastructure that's needed, for instance, setting up those towers to bring those lines across the mountains or laying them out under the water. Doesn't seem to be very practical if you're just servicing very small communities. Well, what's good this time is we actually have newer technologies that's coming in, like the low Earth orbit satellites that's been often discussed. For instance, the Starlink system of Elon Musk, where you could have actually very reasonable costs for broadband, low latency connectivity. We're talking about $500 for a satellite dish, and between $100 to $200 monthly subscription. So they're quite affordable, especially if these are going to be installed in communities instead of individual homes.
Right. Affordability is so important. One more thing, Secretary, could you give us an update on the national IDs, both physical and digital? How soon can citizens get a hold of these?
The issue with the national ID is not the data capture. It's the printing of the physical ID cards. This has been taking quite a while, especially in the Bangko Sentral in terms of its printing. The reason is that they're using specialty printers to print the ID, and those specialty printers are very sensitive. Sometimes just the wrong temperature, the wrong humidity setting in the room, and the colors are already off. So that's causing a delay. We're introducing newer printers and simplifying the process in order to catch up with the printing. So we're working closely with the Philippine Statistics Authority as well as the Banco Central to speed this up.
All right, sir, we want to say thank you very much for being here. It is your birthday today. Happy birthday, Secretary.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ria.
All right, thank you, sir. That was the ICT Secretary Ivan John Uy.